Amina of Zaria, warrior queen, legend. Her name echoes through time, a whisper of power, a roar of defiance. Born in 1533, she inherited a kingdom, but carved out an empire. Amina's story is not one of a princess locked away, but of a woman who shattered expectations. She chose the battlefield over the boudoir, the spear over the spindle. Born into the royal family of Zazzau, Amina was destined for greatness from the very beginning. Her lineage was one of power, influence, and responsibility. Amina tasted power from her first breath. As a child, she was surrounded by the grandeur and the complexities of royal life. She watched and learned, absorbing the nuances of leadership and governance. But this was no fairy tale. Zazzau, nestled in modern-day Nigeria, pulsed with the rhythms of trade and the threat of war. The kingdom was a bustling hub of commerce, with traders from far and wide bringing goods and stories. Yet the ever-present shadow of conflict loomed large, shaping the lives of its people. Amina, a keen observer, absorbed her grandfather's wisdom like the desert drank the rain. She spent countless hours by his side, listening to tales of valor and strategy, understanding the delicate balance of power and diplomacy. He recognized her sharp mind, her hunger for knowledge, and schooled her in the art of leadership, strategy, and war. Under his guidance, Amina's intellect and skills flourished. She was not just a princess, she was a student of the world around her. At 16, Amina blossomed into a skilled warrior, her talent undeniable. Her training was rigorous, her dedication unwavering. She was determined to protect her people and her kingdom. She mastered the sword, the bow, and the art of horseback warfare, surpassing even the most seasoned soldiers. Her prowess in battle was matched only by her strategic mind, making her a formidable force on and off the battlefield. Her courage resonated with the Zazzau cavalry, who saw in her a leader they would gladly follow into the heart of battle. Amina's journey was just beginning, but she had already proven herself to be a beacon of strength and hope for her people. When Amina's brother Karama ascended to the throne, Amina did not retreat to the shadows. She led Zazzau's army to victory after victory, expanding their territory and influence. Her military prowess became legend, her name striking fear into the hearts of her enemies. After a decade of rule, Karama died. Amina, the people's choice, ascended to the throne. She embraced her birthright, but more importantly, she embraced her destiny. Queen Amina would not simply rule Zazzau, she would make it the heart of a vast empire. Section 4. Walls of Clay, Walls of Stone. Amina's reign ushered in an era of unprecedented expansion and prosperity for Zazzau. Her leadership was marked by a vision that extended far beyond the immediate needs of her people. She understood that for a kingdom to thrive, it needed to be both secure and prosperous. This dual focus on defense and economic growth became the cornerstone of her rule. She fortified her cities, not with fear, but with towering earthen walls. These walls were not just physical barriers, they were symbols of strength and resilience. They represented Amina's determination to protect her people from external threats and to create a safe haven where they could flourish. These fortifications, later named Amina's Walls, stood as testaments to her strategic brilliance and her unwavering commitment to the security of her people. The walls were meticulously constructed, using local materials and traditional building techniques, showcasing the ingenuity and resourcefulness of her reign. But Amina's ambition extended beyond defense. She was not content with merely protecting her kingdom. She sought to expand its influence and ensure its long-term prosperity. She recognized that a strong economy was as vital as a strong military. She sought to secure trade routes, recognizing that economic prosperity was as vital as military might. By establishing and protecting these routes, she facilitated the flow of goods, ideas, and culture, turning Zazzau into a vibrant center of commerce and trade. Under her rule, Zazzau became a hub of commerce, attracting merchants from far and wide. The bustling markets were filled with goods from distant lands, and the streets echoed with the sounds of trade and negotiation. This economic boom not only enriched the kingdom, but also strengthened its political and cultural ties with neighboring regions. Amina's name resonated not just with the clang of swords, but with the jingle of coins, a testament to her multifaceted leadership. Her legacy is one of a ruler who understood the intricate balance between war and peace, between defense and trade. She left behind a kingdom that was not only fortified by walls of clay and stone, but also by the enduring spirit of its people. Section 5. Whispers of Descent, Echoes of Victory. Amina's relentless pursuit of expansion was not without its challenges. Her vision of a unified and powerful kingdom often clashed with the interests of local chieftains and rival factions. These groups, threatened by her growing influence, sought to undermine her authority at every turn. She faced rebellions, conspiracies, and the constant threat of betrayal. In the shadows, whispers of dissent grew louder, as those who opposed her plotted in secret. Yet, Amina's keen intellect and strategic acumen allowed her to stay one step ahead of her adversaries. But Amina, unyielding, met each challenge head-on, her resolve as unbreakable as the walls she built. These walls, both literal and metaphorical, stood as symbols of her strength and determination. They protected her people and expanded her influence, creating a legacy that would endure for generations. Yet through it all, Amina never let the weight of the crown extinguish the embers of her compassion. She understood that true leadership was not just about power, but also about empathy and understanding. Her ability to connect with her subjects on a personal level earned her their unwavering loyalty. She ruled with wisdom and fairness, earning the respect and loyalty of her subjects. Her council meetings, though often tense, were guided by her commitment to justice and equity. Amina's advisors knew that her decisions, while firm, were always made with the best interests of the kingdom at heart. The whispers of dissent were always quieter than the booming echoes of her victories, a testament to the love her people held for their warrior queen. Her triumphs in battle were celebrated with grand festivities, where the joy and admiration of her subjects were palpable. Amina's legacy, forged through both strength and compassion, remains a powerful symbol of leadership and resilience. Section 6. A Legacy Etched in Iron. Amina's reign lasted for 34 glorious years. She expanded Zazzau's borders, secured its trade routes, and ushered in an era of prosperity and peace. Her legend, passed down through generations, is woven into the fabric of Nigerian history. But Amina's story is more than just historical record. It is a testament to the potential that blooms when women are allowed to lead, to fight, to rule. Amina's legacy is an inspiration, a reminder that the power to shape the world resides not in gender, but in the courage of one's convictions. Section 7. Queen Amina, Myth or Reality. Some historians argue that Amina's story is embellished, a mix of fact and folklore. They question the extent of her military conquests, the grandeur of her walls. But does it matter? Amina's story, whether entirely factual or embellished by time, has resonated for centuries. She stands as a symbol of female strength, of African power, of the boundless potential that exists within us all. And perhaps that is the greatest truth her story holds.